Hey everybody, back once again with another video, this time showing off my Hazbin Hotel OC. It's been quite a while in the making. It is Saint Hollow the Mannequin Demon. A mechanical puppet with a messiah complex that will turn you into a mannequin to save you from your sins. So, be afraid, be very afraid. That's what I was telling myself, basically. So, just sort of where this began, it was kind of like it was a challenge to me to, for one, to create an OC, and second was to scare myself. So I think I've done that all tenfold and then some. So because I had seen so many great OCs out there, I just figured, like, how come I don't have one? So that was that too. So it's kind of funny how this started out. It was originally supposed to be a surgeon clown with sort of like the ones in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and had these, you know, mechanical limbs and all that, not unlike the ones you see here. And I don't know, it just kind of wasn't getting off the ground, so I just kind of abandoned it. I thought, like, dude, this looks dumb. But anyway, I sort of came back to it, interestingly enough, on Easter Sunday. Actually, it was a few days before Easter Sunday. Interesting enough that I saw some photos somewhere, maybe it was on Google Images or something, where it's like these mannequins in a windowsill in a shop, and they were just kind of sitting there, just rotting and peeling, turning yellow, and sort of had these like happy expressions on their faces, and just like they were happy they were running away. So it was kind of scary to me, and I thought, man, wouldn't it be so scary if there was like a demon that turned people into mannequins? And it's like, bingo. So just kind of from then on drew the initial sort of drew the initial sketches, and then created this first painting with this moniker, Howell I name, just to kind of give that messiah complex, cult leader type of thing. So many things went into this character. For one thing, a few films came in mind. That's Tourist Trap. I think it was From Hell, some kind of like Jack the Ripper type of movie, and I forgot what else. Maybe it was Sleepy Hollow too. Well, okay, it wasn't a few things. It was like the Hammer horror films, just any type of gothic horror type of thing, and of course Dracula. Like hence the coat and just the wide brim, yes, lines on the coat, or at least around his neck. It's just to have that sort of nod to Dracula type of thing. So, so there's many things. So getting into backstory, originally he was a surgeon who used to work in a toy factory as a child, and then sort of climbed the ranks to become a surgeon financially, or just went to medical school, the type of thing, you know. Then opened up his own children's hospital, and was later called the Saint because he was able to cure any kind of illness, and then mysterious plague or illness or what have you just came around and killed all his patients, and it drove him crazy because he could not cure them. So one time he could not work his magic, and so it messed him up. So then he turned his remaining kid patients who were dying from this illness into mechanical puppets because he thought they were dying from sin. So it kind of went that far. So he was found out, and he was tortured and murdered, and then turned into a doll himself. So, or a puppet. Anyway. Puppet, doll, mannequin, same thing. So he was later turned into that, and then had his brain and organs donated to science to find a cure for his evil. And next thing you know, he was literally a brain and organs in hell. Of course, building up his prosthetic body to continue his work in hell. So you can say that he probably thought he was martyred in the same way too, just as a holy being just set to save all the sinners of hell, basically. So there you have it. And so believe me, Tourist Trap is a creepy movie. I think one of the only movies about killer mannequins, actually. Sorry, I had to bring that up, but anyway. So he's on a pile of, I guess you could say his converts. That's another thing too, like his minions are just other demons that are converted. So he doesn't call them victims, he calls them converts. And so they have the kind of moniker of, you know, Saint something. So he just calls them saints, basically. So So here we have it, this sequential thing because I wanted to show him in action. So he has these saw blade wings. He's ready to do some damage. Or should I say salvation. Hands up in the air and doing his thing. It's kind of like an Edward Scissorhands quality to him too. Well, I kind of had this in mind too, is that he has this kind of soft-spoken, like echoey, angelic type of voice. Just really stark contrast to the way he looks, which is kind of needed because that's like the only thing about him that's like not so scary. Well, maybe it makes him more scary. I don't know. But just some way to be more charismatic and whatnot. So you can see there, and his heart's exposed too, so it's kind of like a sort of like a holy idol type of thing. I don't know. Just all kinds of things. And here we have it, the final stage, or final image, as you can see. So it's kind of my attempt to do sort of like a poster image type of thing. Because I want to do a fan fiction or a web comic of this character soon. Of course, he's going to be the antagonist, because I kind of had this idea for a story in my head. It's like I don't know, it's like there's Charlie's Way, which is like, you know, the Happy Hotel represents, you know, personal. So it's like a personal redemption type of things based on choice, and he's sort of the other side, which just forces it down your throat. So those kind of so that kind of duality just kind of interested me. So I want to do something with that soon, and if not, there's just, you know, this image for it. So yeah, it's just to kind of represent his what do you call it? I think his holy side, which is like he's a holy being that, you know, has converts and congregation, and of course they're just all around him with no eyes. Creepy image. And of course the egg boys, because, you know, can't forget about them. And of course the candles were supposed to represent this kind of thing of purity. Like, he just loves the idea of purity, so it's just to kind of feed into that, again, Messiah complex again, so cult leader type. So has coaling his eyes. Ooh, creepy. And I was going to have it near the end where they just come to life and they just have that sort of a drill tongue as well. Blade 2 vampire sort of look to him. So, you know. So that's the thing too, is that he's kind of like a vampire in a way. Just, you know, not directly, but he's just, you know, he kind of acts like one, though. It's kind of like the host vampire. Well, the head vampire, and then everyone else are just hosts and just, you know, following his orders. So, that, yeah, there you have it. So, a lot of work went into this guy, actually. I think I'm going to make him his own thing, too, but just, you know, kind of go both ways. Just, you know, the world of Hazbin, and the other just, you know, his own route. When he's done converting sinners in hell, he's going to try to convert sinners on earth, so that type of thing. So, yeah, it's just my further, I guess, just getting into the fandom of Hazbin, because I love that show so much. I know I'm going to like it, so, I mean, I have to say, I haven't been this excited for any animated thing in a long time. I just wanted to be part of it, so just to say, like, yes, I want to make an OC just to be a part of something, you know. So that's what I want more than anything, so. And I haven't made an OC since I was a kid, either. So it's like, I made OCs before, but they just kind of became their own thing, so. It's kind of where it ends and goes. And no doubt this will be its own thing, too. So just be able to kind of go both ways, so. It's an interesting challenge. And I've done that and then some. So, anyway, thanks for watching, you guys, and much love to the Hazbin crew. So, that'll be a great show. And thanks for watching and listening, and I'll see you guys later. Anyway.